Hello everybody, welcome to Binah Tarot. This is Milagros and I'm going to be doing the February love forecasts for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. By the end of the video I will be explaining the guidelines to participate in the St. Valentine's contest, as well as a new promo I will be offering during the month of February. Let's begin. This month I'm going to be using two different tarot decks since it's the month of St. Valentine's. And the first one is a Lover's Path Tarot deck by Kris, Waldherr, and this is going to be for the Celtic Cross. And the second one is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette, Baron-Reid, and it is going to be for the advice card. Pisces, this is your February love tarot scope, and we are beginning with a card that we have in the middle, and it's the Ten of Staves. So, I feel that this reading is quite connected to the reading of January, and it's focused again to the endings, to the new beginnings that you have to go through to the transformations. We have three cards that are speaking about endings, actually four cards. We have the Ten of Staves, the Ten of Arrows, the transformation card, and the new life card. So life is giving you a very, very loud message about moving on from something that is no longer serving you. Although it is difficult to walk away from that, although you are clinging to it in a way, then it is time to move on. It is time to stop overthinking if you are making or not the right decision. It is time to love yourself and to focus on that, on balancing out your life in a way that makes you strong enough to make the decisions that are needed in this period of time. So we begin with the Ten of Staves, that it's in the center of the reading, and it speaks about the burden. It speaks about the situation in which you feel that you are probably handling with more feelings, with more emotions, with more drama than what you were expecting to. And although you have tried to give everything of yourself, and you're a sign that tends to give and to spend and to invest a lot into relationships, into trusting, into making the things work. At the same time, this can cause you heartbreak. It can cause you getting or feeling completely empty of any more energy, like completely worn out, and affect the way your relationships are working in some way, and in the end just make you feel restless. This is crossed by the Nine of Arrows card, so there is still part of you that is thinking about this person, about this episode, and it's making it particularly difficult to move away from the pain, to move away from the burden, to move away from all the things that you feel you have invested in this. It might be something that has been going on for years. It might be something that might be a little bit more recent, but you feel that you have invested a lot of yourself on it, and there is still doubts that you have concerning to whether you want to move away from this or not. Any confusion or whatever came up by this situation is something that came from the past, like some sort of new communication, something that had to do with communication that kind of went wrong and is or has caused what is currently happening. Maybe you found out something about this person and you didn't really like it, but you still had to ask for explanations, and maybe this person was unable to deliver something that seemed explanatory enough for you to rely, or maybe this person was just not ready for commitment or the type of commitment that you were expecting for. It can also be inside your current relationship that it is going through some transformation. Although the things might have been going a little bit better in the past, right now it's feeling like as if it was challenged in a way. Now we have the love card on top of the reading, and this card speaks about the feelings. Like, we know you're a water sign, and your nature is the one of a person who wants to give it all for love. You want to make your relationship work no matter what. You really, really, really try. And sometimes other people around you do not fully understand your efforts in trying to make the things work. Maybe they feel that there is some sort of selfish background to the decisions that you are taking, although inside your head, inside yourself, and you're clear, your mind is clear about that all you want is that connection. You want that deep connection. You want to feel loved, you want to feel in tune, you want to feel that you are being, in a way that you're receiving the response for whatever you are giving to this other person. In the foundation, we have the Nine of Staves. And the Nine of Staves has to do with fear in a way. So although this is on the subconscious part of yourself, there is some sort of fear. There is fear for the reactions. There is fear, maybe this is not a situation that is as socially acceptable as you wish it would be, and although you want this to work, there is also part of you that is afraid of how will you face this against or in front of other people. It might also have to do with fear of getting over involved with the other person and get hurt, and yet you still want to try, yet you still put that fears aside, which doesn't make them really disappear. It just makes them not be as important at the moment of having to make decisions. But it means that there is still something there, that the healing process has still not been, that it's still being completed. It's not something, at least inside your subconscious, the reason you haven't moved on from this process is because you still have to get over some of the episodes of this story. Now, in regards to the current energies, we have the Eight of Coins, which means that right now you might be really focused in work, or in finances, or at least there is where you are trying to put your focus. Maybe you're going to spend, or maybe you have some more expenses than during other months, or you just want to focus more into more practical things, into work or into studies or something else, just to keep your mind a little bit distracted from whatever is going on in your love life. And that is what it feels like. It feels like you are having a hard time to get over that, but at the same time you're trying to be proactive in order to pull yourself off, pull yourself away from just getting deeper and deeper into this situation that has not been very easy to deal with. Now, in regards to the surroundings or to the other person, we have the Moon card, or the Illusion card in this case. And this speaks about the other person maybe not being really clear with what they want. Maybe they are not clear about their emotions. Maybe they feel guilty about their emotions as well. Maybe they have kept you hidden. Maybe they haven't introduced you properly to other people. Maybe they are just in doubts or in regards to where their feelings are standing for you. It also means that they might be really, really afraid to get more involved because they are just not sure. But they are, I mean, this tells me that this other person is also facing his or her own demons, that there are still many things that this person has to sort out. And that although you feel that you have sorted that things out and you want to put everything aside and try to make the things work, you still have some more work to do, and this person still has a lot more work to do as well. So if this person is kind of telling you like, look, I'm not ready and that, and maybe you are thinking like he's telling you that because they are like probably lying or they are coward or whatever, this card tells you that they really are going through their own things. They really are going through their own difficulties, and they really need some time or some clarity to decide what is what they want. The unexpected is a transformation. And although it is on the unexpected position, I would say that it is not so unexpected because we already have a very clear succession of cards that speak about endings. But there is going to be, in the unexpected position, this tells me that there is going to be something more coming up during this month that is going to make you feel stronger about your decision to walk away from this person, from this situation. It is going to make it more clear to you that you need to be different. You need to change some parts of yourself, which doesn't mean that you have to change in essence who you are, but maybe some of the, in a way, how you approach the things and how you have to break with some painful, with some unhealthy patterns that you have been dragging around for some time. Now, in regards to, this can also mean about the other person changing the attitude. There is a change of attitude, probably unexpected for you. Maybe if it is not unexpected, then it is just something that is going to affect you more than how you expect it to. But it can also mean that you are going to surprise yourself with how you have changed. This can also be on the good side, that you are going to be surprised on how you're dealing with the things differently than you have been dealing with them in the past. Now, as for the future card, we have the Ten of Arrows that speaks again about the ending. in this case is not only the burden and feeling out of energy, but this is also about pain. So this process, and I know it's difficult, and this is like, these kind of readings are difficult to deliver because it seems as if they are negative in every aspect, although they are not, because we all have to go through transitions. And this reading is speaking loudly about the transitions that you have to go through. And this card is telling you that when, like, that it's the situation has reached a bottom, has touched bottom in a way, and that it should not get worse than it actually is, as long as you accept that there has to be an ending, whether to this relationship or whether to this stage of the relationship towards something more healthy, because you can potentially just end up being more hurt by this, and it is necessary for you to make a new beginning, to make a sacrifice. That is what we have in the ending of the reading. So there is a sacrifice to be done. You might end up having to make a sacrifice for somebody you love, in case you have kids, in case you have family, in case you have your work is a big priority, and maybe this relationship would mean tampering that work in any way. Then there is something that you will have to sacrifice in the process to move on. Like, this card speaks about, as you can see, one person is trying to move on, to walk forward, and the other person is trying to hold him back. So you are at some points trying to look back and see if you really want to move away from this situation, but at the same time, this card is also telling you that you need to move forward, that you need to walk away from that situation. Although it is difficult, although you feel that some things are pulling you back, it is important that you keep focused about that and that you build your strength in order to do so. And the advice card is quite clear as well. I mean, it is self-explanatory, and it speaks quite a lot about what the rest of the reading has been referring to. And it's about the new life. It speaks about new energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement, passion, and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnership in all forms. So this card is telling you that it is not the end of you, it is not the end of relationships as you know them. You might be denying yourself the chance to look at this person in a different light, or the chance to give yourself or to allow yourself to see other people, to see that this is not the only option that you have. You might be asleep, and you might, as you can see in the picture, just right now feel or tap into the energy that will make you awaken again from that state of stagnation and give you opportunities to be happy again, to meet new people again, to give a chance to see, to transform, or to give a chance in case there is something that you have to forgive maybe from this person, maybe give a chance to see this person with a different perspective. But there is something new, there is a new life. This is an opportunity for renewal for you, and you should see it as that, as a new opportunity for you to do the things in a different way, and a new opportunity to be happy in a different way, sometimes not necessarily in the way that you would expect it to. It might be much better, but it will still take some readjustment. Please bear in mind that this is just a general reading, and if you want more information, you can always check your ascendant, moon sign, and Venus. If you want to book a private reading, you can do it through the links that I am going to be leaving down below, through my Facebook page or through my website. I'm going to be launching a new promo for the month of February into relationship readings, and the price is going to be for a half-an-hour reading price. Instead of $35, it is going to be $29. It's quite similar to this month, but it is going to be especially into relationship readings. I am also linking my normal rate readings of half an hour, 60 minutes, and the therapeutic reading that I am also offering. This month I am going to be launching a new contest, and it is a St. Valentine's contest that is going to be again to look into relationships. I am going to be leaving the post that you have to share through Facebook down below, and besides sharing this post in public so that I can see who has shared it, the only requirement is to like this video and to subscribe to my channel and to like me on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing, for your comments and the support I have been receiving since I began this channel. I wish you all a very, very happy month of February. Happy St. Valentine's Day to everybody, and see you all next month. Bye bye.